Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, when you never came back in, so I restarted my computer. I was thinking it was mine because you can't never tell with Zoom. You can't
Oh,
tell
yeah.
whether it's the other person or your side because Zoom don't really tell you. It just mess up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So I
I
was
was up. I was upstairs on a landline, big computer. I saw you and I was talking and you weren't responding. I was like, he can't hear me. I was like, wait a minute. You didn't wait back. I was like, what is going on? And let me go to the one I know works.
yeah,
That's all I do.
I don't know what was going on either. But yeah. So I
Okay.
gotta
Tech,
walk you
tech,
through this
tech, tech.
this so do you know how to so where did you see you saw the replay for the mastermind, not replay from Saturday sessions, right?
No, Mastermind. Yeah,
Okay.
I listened to that one last night. Oh, I know the other ones are great too, but that one I got to yesterday, and then I'll get to. I was on last Saturday, so I didn't miss that one
So but do you know how to get to the portal for those replays?
for the
Saturday.
yeah, the 8 week one. Yeah, I've been in there.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go in there the same way whenever you don't need to go in there for us to meet. You can go in there for us to meet, but you don't have to. You can just get on Zoom if you want to. That's you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So you don't really need to log into that to meet.
Okay.
Some people do because they like to take notes in there and stuff like that. But you don't. That's not something that you have to.
No.
Just know that you can do it if you choose to. Uh,
Okay.
but hold on, what is going on? Wait a minute. I'm not trying to do that. What are they doing?
You talking now?
Huh?
You were talking?
Yeah, I'm talking. I'm kind of talking to myself. I'm trying to
Oh,
figure out why they got my system kind of screwed up here. Like I'm in my system, but it's like I'm in my system, but it's showing me like it's not my system.
oh gosh.
Okay, there we go. It's showing me my system now. It was almost like it was showing me like it was blank, like it was nothing back there.
Ooh.
Yeah, all right. All right. So what's gonna happen is when you make your payment on whatever date that you're supposed to be making the payment on, it's it's going to send you the system is going to send you something telling you that you're that you purchased something, but it's also going to tell you that you're inside of a coaching program.
Okay.
Because for the most part, when somebody is doing anything with me, I don't care whether it's email, organizing, landing page, stuff like what we're doing, there's gonna have to be meetings.
Right.
And I prefer my meetings to be inside of the Kajabi setup because that way you can always go back later on and look at them. So you can log in and go to the sessions and it'll say like session one landing page in marketing summary. I mean discovery session. And then the replay will be there. The same way the replays are for the women event.
Right.
It'll be the same way, but it's not going to be an event. It's going to be our sessions together. And anything that I wanted you to have, anything that I was giving you, whether it was a PDF or anything else. So look at it the same way you look at the women's event, how you can go in there and look at the resources and the content and everything. I do the same thing with my coaching sessions with my clients.
Okay.
So they can always at any given time go back and look at session two where I went over with them and they can review that coaching session again. And anything I gave them during that coaching session will be inside the resources. And
Right.
I do that so that they can always log in and see it because my system will hold it forever. So
Oh,
I can,
okay.
that person can do coaching with me, and a year later they can go back and relook at all of the coaching sessions that we did if they chose to,
Nice.
and I don't have to be sending them emails and all that kind of stuff. So, um, that's something that you will be able to do too because you'll have Kajabi.
Okay.
So something that
Yeah.
you will be able to do too is you can also, and I'll talk to you about this later. I mean, in detail later on. Right now, I'm just giving you an overview.
Right.
Anybody you meet with, you want to do it inside of Kajabi because now it's going to be way more professional than if they was meet with somebody else. So even when you do a CPR class, you could do a CPR class and you can actually house it inside of Kajabi. And you can
Okay.
tell the people, hey, you took the CPR class. When you take my class and you pay your $99 or whatever, take my class, you have access to that class for 90 days. And you
Okay.
could actually let them go in, log in, and look at it for 90 days, which will give you a little bit more of an edge of other trainers that when they do the class virtually, it's over. When it's over, it's over with.
Yeah.
You can give them a place to come back to and look at it. And I'm saying 90 days, you can let them see it for as long as you want to. You can actually say, if you wanted to, you can actually say, hey, you can review it for the whole 2 years that your certification is good. And after that, you got to recertify anyway.
Yeah.
So it's really only good for 2 years. And if they go look at it again after 2 years, they still don't recertify them. So they still have to come back to you for recertification.
Yeah. I'll probably just do it for a year and
Yeah.
then
So you could do it for a
next year
year,
then they
whatever.
gotta come back. Yeah.
So and you can house quizzes in there. So you can run your CPR classes way more professional than they are by having Kajabi, and it's not going to cost you any more than it's costing you to have it to do what you're doing anyway.
Okay.
So that's
Cool.
the good thing about it. And if anybody needs to meet with you, if you have to have any meetings with anybody about anything, you can meet with them. And like I always tell people, set up a one-on-one coaching setup and a group coaching setup, and then it lets you do sub under that. So it doesn't matter what kind of coach. You can have general CPR coaching. Just call it CPR one-on-one coaching, CPR group coaching. Now you only got two products under that, coaching and coaching. And you can run anything you want under that because you can have sub. So under your group coaching, you can have CPR group coaching, and then you can say Memphis class, Las Vegas class. And each one of them will be a separate one. And the only people that took that class can log into that information.
Good.
You see what I
Yep.
mean? So
Oh
that'll be a
yeah.
way for you to just house stuff and have it there. And now you'll be able to keep better track of who took your classes because they'll be in there as a person. And now when that 2 years come up, you can get it, you can have it alert you and say, Robin, you did this class 2 years ago. Send the email to
That
all of these
that
people
would
because they need
be
to be
helpful.
recertified. Yeah. So it's just
That
so
would
much
be
you'll be
definitely
able to do with
helpful.
that.
Yeah. All right. So it's 99 for you and then 89 for Kajabi on Tuesday. Let's see if they were nice enough to do it already. They would not. Oops, wrong one. That one.
Yeah, business success coach here.
Nope, they didn't do it yesterday. So yeah, with Monday being a holiday, it's not gonna show up till Tuesday. But
Oh,
I have it on
that's
my
fine.
calendar to do it Tuesday.
Let's
You
see.
heard me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
Add a tag, send an email. Okay, yeah. All right. So yeah, you're gonna get an email when you do it,
So
and it's gonna let you know. Huh?
when I saw the invoice on my iCloud, I'm saving that until Tuesday. Yes, Coach Dunbar. Now, is the Kajabi in there too? How do I do that one?
No, the Kajabi, we're gonna have to get on. We're gonna have to get on and talk. Not because I have to walk you through the setup. Because when you get
Okay.
Kajabi, I want to make sure I get you inside of it. So because it's easier if I'm on with you when you do it.
Okay,
When you
good.
get Kajabi, because if you do it without me, then it's gonna just take you longer because you don't really know what buttons to click to do anything. Oh, you're just gonna enroll in it, but then you're not gonna be able to set anything up. And I'd rather you just get your general information in there real quickly. Have that done. Um, and then from there, I'll be showing you during different sessions how to set different things up. And then I'll be going in there and doing a lot of basic things myself. I'll be going in there and starting to set up your landing pages. And um I'm gonna need you to do things like get your contacts, whoever has already taken a class, wherever you have emails housed at for people who will be people that will be taking the class. I need you to get those over to me either in CSV form or whatever, so that I can get them inside of your Kajabi, because you can start emailing them from Kajabi as a professional email setup.
Okay.
So remember, your Kajabi is giving you several things. You're not just able to have your landing pages. This will be a professional website.
Okay.
You have unlimited landing pages. This is now your professional CRM where you can send email campaigns from in the whole nine.
Yeah.
You have, if you ever decide you want to podcast this stuff that you're doing, you can run the podcast right through Kajabi, and it will put it on Google. It'll put it on Spotify. It'll put it on iHeart, and it'll put it on Apple. It'll put it on all those places for you. If you ever want to do a community, you can do a community. The community is inside of Kajabi. So anything marketing and sales to move this forward, you'll be able to do right from Kajabi.
Okay, now I have availability on Tuesday between 1:30 and 4:30.
Okay, so I have an appointment from let me see. No, I can't get my calendar up. Okay, here we go.
That's my son. Hey, you missed him. Right?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
So I have a 1 to 2 o'clock, a 9 to 10 o'clock. So let's do 2:30.
2:30
on Tuesday. And what I'll do is don't put it on your calendar, because I have a calendar that I have my system that I put it in that'll send it to you. Then all you have to do is accept it.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
You talking about on my phone or on my computer?
Whatever email you wanted to go to?
Yeah, they do the iCloud, so it'll be on my phone. Yeah, it doesn't matter either one, because what I do is transfer it to wherever I am, you know.
Gotcha. So Robin Nazan at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll come the day of or the day before.
You asking me whether it'll come the day of or the day before?
Yeah.
Oh, it's about to come now. I mean, the appointment is about to come now so that you can add it to your calendar.
Okay.
You're gonna get an email. Now I'm just
Yeah.
let me see. So this is going to be
Yeah, that was the chef.
Huh? That was the chef?
That was the chef. He's going to work. It was funny, Mother's Day. We went to this place and we tried to go early. We thought we were going to beat the church people. And my other son said nobody goes to church anymore. And he was right, because everybody was there at 9 o'clock.
Hmm.
They were all there. I was like, oh my gosh. It was so packed. They opened at 8 and it was already packed by 9 o'clock. And we didn't get even in until 10. And then
Wow.
we got his food first because he had to go and be in the kitchen at another place that was packed all day.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, like, he got both sides, the receiving side and the cooking side. Had a full day that day.
So it's gonna be 2:30 p.m. on
You know,
5/27.
you know, Legal Shield's going to Punta Cana next for the next trip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When she said she was going, I was like, oh, they're going next year.
So you should have gotten an email.
Okay, let me see. Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay, let's see. Add to calendar. Okay. Save. Got it.
And you are going to get a second message. And that second message is going to have the information for the Zoom and everything.
Okay.
It's going to be
Okay.
it's going to ask you to accept.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking for that in there and it wasn't there.
Yeah. So here comes the other one now.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I don't see a Zoom link in there.
Yeah, it should be inside there. Should be a Zoom link when you scroll down in that Google Calendar event when you accept it.
Yeah. Just let's see.
It should
Just
show you.
says
It should.
change,
Uh,
add, and add to iCal or add to Google Calendar. That's it.
yeah, but you got to go and you got to see it in the calendar. You got to be in the calendar to see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can either add it, click add, and you shouldn't even. So when it came in, it should have said accept.
Nope.
So somewhere on
There you
there
go.
it should have asked you to accept it.
No.
Share your screen real quick. Let me see how it looked when it came over.
Uh, let's see. I gotta get back in Zoom. And whoops. Trying to share. Where am I sharing this one? Okay. Share. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
See?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's not the one. You looking in the one I sent you
The
for,
first one.
yeah, the first one.
Okay.
So click
Okay, I gotta go back. Oops. Wrong one. Okay, is that this one? I had too much stuff open.
yeah, and then you
Yes.
see where it says yes,
Yeah.
click yes.
Yeah.
See that
Okay.
Zoom link in there where it says where?
I got too many things open. Let me get rid of this new mail. Okay. Yes. Right there. Okay.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Scroll up. That's to if you want to change the appointment. You click that link if you need to change the appointment. That's how you reschedule.
Um,
So the
okay.
Zoom link is down there, but it's also up top. Go up to the top. See where it says where? It says when and where.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it right there. Now, if you have it on your calendar, it's gonna be in your calendar anyway, so you don't need to put it anywhere. So
Yeah.
like click view on Google Calendar. See where it says view on Google Calendar?
Where is that?
Right under Robin Design. Digital
Okay.
mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
View on Google Calendar. Yeah.
So where do you go? Do you use Google Calendar at all? Do you get on here?
Not really. I
Oh,
put stuff on there, but then I just when I was highlighting, I was sending it to my phone.
okay,
But
yeah. So
I'm
do
not
that then.
on my phone. I'm not going to be on my phone. I will be home. I do have a CPR class, but it finishes at uh 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I'm only like 20 minutes away. So that's why I gave myself bumper room to be able
Right.
to get on this computer. I'm in my dining room at my dining room table. That's the place to be.
So yeah, just put the link wherever you gonna access it at. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I use Google Calendar, but wherever you want to have your
Yeah.
stuff so that you see it.
No, I
Um,
can find it. Yeah, I'll be able to find it on my calendar. And then it always sends me a reminder in my email the day of. So that's the one I usually click on anyway.
gotcha. And when it
Yeah.
sends you that reminder and you click on it, that Zoom link will be in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you could just click on
Yeah.
it right
That's
there.
how I get on all of my Zooms.
Yeah.
They send the reminder and I'm right there. I never had to
Yeah.
go to Google Calendar because I always click your Zoom starts in 1 hour.
There
So,
you go. There you go. Yep. And it'll definitely be there. All right. So we got that appointment set up. When you make your payment, you're gonna get a couple of emails. One is gonna be letting you know that you have the services. The other email is gonna be letting you know that you have coaching sessions. So what'll happen is anytime we schedule a coaching session like we just did, I'm going to then go inside my system and put in the system, we're meeting on this day at this time. So that way,
right.
when you want to go back and review, all you got to do is log in like you was logging into the Saturday event, and it's going to have the women's event and anything else you bought from me. It's going to have BAPS because you bought that at one time. So all
Yeah.
of that's going to be back there, and you're just going to click on TBD coaching success. You're going to click on that.
Right.
When you click on it, it's going to have um the whatever however many sessions we've done so far. You're gonna see them listed there, and just go to
Yeah.
the whatever session it is that you wanted to review. That
Okay.
information it's gonna really be that simple for that. Let me see.
That works.
And get rid of this.
Man, I told you I wasn't getting home till 4 o'clock. I made it at 3:48. I couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah.
I am not going on James Island ever again. They don't let you out. Because when I was going there, I left at 10 to go there. And for like a 3 mile stretch, it was bumper to bumper traffic at 10:30 in the morning. I was like, what is that all about? But
Wow.
it's only 2 ways off of the island. So, but I said, why are they still rush hour at 10 a.m.? And I called my friend that lives there. She said it's like that every day. I was like, there's no way I can live here. To know that you got to sit in that traffic twice a day, every day,
Yeah,
every day.
that's how Isha's situation is too. It takes Isha sometimes. Like she leaves the house. She leaves the house 7:45, 7:50 in the morning. She get home. She get to work at 9:30,
Mm-mm.
and her job is literally 20 minutes from the house. But because of
No,
that DC traffic, it takes her an hour and a half to
exactly.
drive 20 minutes. But she
Yep.
used to it because she worked for Georgetown for 13 years. And it
Yeah.
was the same way. It would take her an hour to get to work every day, and she would be able to see her building from where she was at. She could look at the building and still take her an hour to get there because of that traffic. This
Oh
DC
my
traffic is
God.
ridiculous. I go to
No.
Baltimore and it can be 11 o'clock at night, and I'll go to Baltimore and there's 4 lane traffic backed up, and it's like it's 11 o'clock at night on a Wednesday. Where in the heck is everybody going?
Exactly.
This traffic here is like it's just unbearable. It's like Orlando traffic. It's like it doesn't matter what time of day you leave the house. It's a bunch of
And
traffic
and Atlanta. Yeah.
in Atlanta. Yeah.
Atlanta. Yeah. And ugh. But yeah, I don't go on James Island that much, and where I was going, so seeing that going, I was like, I'm not coming back in that. So I tried to go the other way, and it was the exact same thing. I was just like, and it was on both sides. I was in it on this side, and the other side was just as bad. At least coming, my side wasn't bad. I was passing all of them. Going
Gotcha.
back, it was the same on both sides. I was like, where are all these people going? Where did they come from? They all came from Ohio.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to pull up a something for you to take a look at real quick. Uh, if I can find it. Come on, come on, come on. I'm going to my history to pull it up here. Sometimes it's easier to do that, and sometimes it's not. Let me do it this way. See if I can just enter. Is it? Yeah, this is it. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen real quick. I think. Tell me when you can see that.
Hey, it says started sharing screen. Yeah. Let your inner start. Let's start sparkling your inner storyteller. Sparking.
All right, so you saw the you may have seen some of this during the women's event. Not this page, but you may have seen me talk about this during the women's event. But this is going to be a general landing page. Like this is not going to be your information page where your stuff is at, like your full stuff. This is going to be like for a resource guide, right? So let's say that you have like we have something that says um first 3 steps or first 5 steps to take if you see a child choking, right? And you may
Yeah.
have a resource guide that's 2 pages at length, right? And what we're going to do is we will create a landing page like this, and that landing page would have the name of your program at the top, just like it has it here.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your social media buttons are here, and we can put whatever we want up here. This is just what I have up here for this particular client. but we can have up there whatever we want. We literally can put anything up here we want to, right? If you want a person to be able to schedule a consultation or um, or register for your next class, or you want to have a training calendar, you can have up here a training calendar, and they can click that button and it can take them to a calendar where it's got all your trainings, the next trainings you got, so a person can choose whatever training they want, right? So you can have them go wherever you want them to go. I can make the button go wherever you want.
Okay.
Right? And then here it would be a nice image of something. It will be, either I'm gonna pull something that's gonna either be a cute kid or an ambulance with the back doors open or something like that. Just something that will represent what you do.
Okay.
Right. And then we're gonna have something short here. And we always make sure that this is all about clarity. It's never gonna be some cutesy one-liner that is only gonna mean something to you. It needs to mean something to the general public. So this particular landing page here is for a client. He's an author, but he teaches a class, a writing class.
Okay.
And this is one of his resource guides is Spark Your Inner Storyteller. And it's showing you how to brainstorm to tell a story. That's what that's what the resource guide is for. So the name of it is there. Let's start sparking your inner storyteller. Then it's simple, right? A simple guide for brainstorming techniques and idea development. Nothing that, like I said in the training on Thursday, nothing that a caveman won't understand, right? It's all about clarity. So once somebody lands on there, and then you want it to be a button here, we're going to have a button. Grab your inner storyteller guide now. When they click that guide, boom, it's going to pull up. It's going to be an image that matches that image so that they know that they're still dealing with the same person. They didn't click a button to end up in cyberspace somewhere.
Yeah.
Download your inner storyteller resource guide, complete the form below, and receive your inner storyteller guide via email. Please be sure to check your spam if you don't see the email. They're going to put their name there. They're going to put their email there. They're going to click submit to access. Boom. So when they do that and they put in, I'm going to use that's my VA's email address. So when they put their information in here, they're going to click submit to access. And what will happen in the future for you is when they do that, it's not going to take them back to the landing page that they was on. It's going to now take them directly to your sales page where you would have more information on CPI, frequently asked questions, testimonials, videos, images, your experience. It's going to take them directly to that page. So it's basically saying you downloaded the free guide. It's going to take them to the page so they can see what else you're offering, when your next classes are, and all of that stuff. And now they've just received an email. This is a short form landing page, so they don't get lost here. There's nothing for them to do here but follow you on social media, whatever you want this button to do. And you could have two buttons up here if you want to. Like I said, we can put anything across the top of this you want.
Yeah, the only thing I'm active with is Instagram and LinkedIn. Those are the only two I would do.
Gotcha. And this system has about 15 different social medias. So whichever ones you're on, we put your link in there and it pops up that button. So when we put in LinkedIn, the other one is just going to give you those two up there, and then the rest of those will be gone. This client particularly is on Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram, and that's why I saw you see like there's no Facebook one there for him because he doesn't have a Facebook.
Yeah, I'm not on Facebook anymore.
So now when you go down here and you'll notice that these are his colors. These are all his branded colors. Mm-hmm. The black, that dark red, burgundy red. And then down here, nothing but his logo, Just Right Masterclass, his copyright, all rights reserved, down here on the bottom. So it's short. There's nowhere for him to go. Because all you want them coming here for is to grab that guide. And when they do that, they've just added themselves to your email list. And not only have they added themselves to your email list, They already got an email going now, and that can now start an email campaign. Now they're going to be getting emails about when your next class is, tips, all kind of other stuff is going to be coming behind that email. Every couple of days, they're going to get another email. And if you want them to have a newsletter, then you can have a monthly newsletter that goes out, and it would trigger that, so the next newsletter would hit them, and then they would get a newsletter every month. So every time somebody goes and does that, you getting them in your spider web, which is going to be sending them emails to get them involved in what you're doing. Right. So as you build out for the future, you're going to keep on adding landing pages just like this for every time you create a resource guide, because that's going to attract a different person. And every resource guide, when they click to do it, it's going to take them to back to that sales page again, because you're feeding everybody from the resource guide to that page. Right. And let's go over here. Not there. Here. Is this it? I'm gonna change the screen I'm sharing to the email. All right, bear with me 1 second. Let me click on my inbox. Share screen one. Share. All right, let me know when you can see this.
Your inner story download has arrived.
So this is the email that would have gone out from your landing page. And I always make it very simple. Just right, whatever the name of that resource guide is that you had, that name of that resource guide download has arrived. That's going to hit their inbox right after they drop that, hit that submit, the email is coming to them.
Okay.
And we have your logo at the top. We'll put your logo at the top, and then the email, always simple, right? Hello, Ben. Okay. Thanks for trusting us with your email. As promised below, behind the red button is your whatever the name of that guide is for you. And for you, It's not going to be a red button. It's going to be your purple or lavender or lilac, whatever color that is for you button. And then that button is going to be that color. And then it's going to say at the bottom, don't wait. It's not going to say don't wait any longer. It's going to say whatever phrase we come up with for you. And then P.S. be patient. There are more valuable emails to come, letting them know that they're going to be receiving more emails from you. Signature on the bottom. That's it. When they click this button right here that says download your guide, it's going to open up.
Okay.
So this button right here, when they click it, this is how they get the guide. So they're going to click that button, and it's going to open right up to the particular guide that they were requesting. So whatever guides we come up with for you, they're going to look they're not going to look like this, but it's going to be the same idea.
Right. Cool beans.
So here it is. So this is, I think it's a 3-page guide. So it's just, your guide is always going to have a cover page with your logo on it, with the name of the guide. And then it's going to go into the information. So this guide, and always keep it short. You're just giving them enough information so that they got some guidance on something, because really it's about getting their email address and getting them to the next thing.
Right.
So you see here, I got his program, I got the tips, why brainstorm, I got his logo on the bottom here, his copyright, and then on that third page, some more information. And then at the bottom of that third page, it's got the information for him, directly call, directly email, and then the complimentary training date coming up.
Oh, good stuff. I like it.
So that is how that will. So that's basically how it's going to play it, and it's just repetition. So it's really about, at that point, once those things are set up, it's really going to be about you
That's
just,
him.
huh?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
it
in my kitchen.
it's really about just it being repetitive, and you coming up with as many resource guides as possible, and then putting them in different places. And every time somebody clicks on one, they get your emails. They start getting your emails, and then that's really the marketing strategy to get people to your classes. So that's it in a nutshell. That's the formula in a nutshell. It's just now the work has to be done. So
I like it.
that's where it's at. All right. So I wanted to just kind of give you an overview of that. We scheduled for Tuesday. So we'll meet Tuesday, and then on Tuesday when we meet, we can go in and go ahead and get the Kajabi set up.
Yeah.
So then we'll have it set up. We'll have your info in there, and then I can start working in the background from there in Kajabi, and tying everything together. And do you have a professional email?
Yeah. Robin at Robin's Life Saving Resources.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so that email, we're gonna tie that email into Kajabi, so that when Kajabi is sending emails, it's sending them from that professional email address.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get all of that done once we once we get everything set up. Cool.
Makes sense.
All right,
Huh?
good stuff. I said cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's going to happen too is this session that we just did, this recording, this will be inside of the system. So we once you do everything on Tuesday, it's going to open up the system. Then I'll put this in there. The recording will be back already. I'm just going to put the recording in your folder. But then I'll be able to put the recording inside of Kajabi. Once that's all set up. Cool.
And I'll be able to start thinking of content to put in there.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can give you the prompts of what goes in there.
Yeah, so the contacts are just going to be you can either pull them through CSV, or you can just have them listed on some kind of Google sheet or Excel sheet or something like that. And just first name, last name, email address, and if you want to be able to send SMS text messages, then their phone number as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sounds like a plan. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Get everything rolling.
That's where it's at. So I will see you on Tuesday at 2:30, and then we'll go from there.
Right.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Yeah, I did my CPR class at a restaurant outside yesterday. Yeah, people were watching us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Went outside in the back and ate our lunch and then pulled the mannequins out. This one little girl was trying to save the doll. Came over. She came over and she was looking. So, do you see the video I sent you of my grandson at the beach?
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
He literally just laid his face down into the sand. And then he's looking, everybody laughing at him. He's like, "What's wrong with y'all? What y'all laughing at?" Like, you don't see how you look, dude. Oh, it's too funny. He experienced the sand. All right, Tuesday is a plan.
Yes, Tuesday is the plan. Tuesday, 2:30. So
All
I
righty.
will, if you need something between now and then, you let me know.
All right.
All
Will
right, we
do.
got it. Enjoy your weekend
You too.
and your
Thanks so
Memorial
much.
Day. Uh-huh.
Thank,
Absolutely.
thank, you too.